Okay, let me pull this
All
up.
right, tonight is Tuesday, May 21st. It's the Berlin Board of Health meeting, being conducted via Zoom. Anybody that wishes to speak will be given the opportunity. The meeting is being recorded, so if people cannot attend tonight, they will be able to revisit the meeting at a later date. All this is under the auspices of the state of Massachusetts. And with that, we shall begin.
Hi, Bill.
Hey, how you doing?
Can't complain.
Okay, discussion. First thing on the agenda is Bellevue Road. There's been no movement there. I do have a meeting tomorrow with Kristen about something else, and that is definitely on my list to talk to her about, because I mean, I think we've been there for a while. We're really looking at a housing court situation. We'll have another conversation with our building inspector about number of vehicles on the property, but it's just a ugly and trying situation. Anybody have any comments relative to that?
I would agree with what you said, Paul. It's been going on for a while, and it's an unfortunate.
At one point, we thought we were making progress, and then the door gets slammed, or
Yep.
you know, things changed, attorneys changed, and we got sent back to the way back on it.
Yeah.
Okay, permits. Is 12 Brigham, that's for 7:30?
That's a hearing at 7:30. Yep.
Okay, so we'll go to the next item.
23 Brigham.
23 Brigham, yes.
See,
Yeah, and I think Sue has a plan for that.
I have lots of plans today.
Lots of plans.
23 Brigham, is that a hearing, Billy, or is that just?
Nope.
No.
It's a fully compliant proposed increase in flow.
Oh, okay.
So that's an existing system that works, but they're looking to increase the flow. They're adding
It's
on.
an existing 4-bedroom system, and they'd like to make it a 6. They've done a Title V inspection, which is passed, and now this is a plan from David Ross Associates showing the addition of 2 trenches to the. Oh, that's Linden, I think. Yeah, that's 48 Linden. We can look at 48 Linden since it's already up.
All right.
Bless you, Bill.
Well, yeah, I mean the as long as it's not a hearing, we can go in any order we want. So this is the Sawyer property where they're doing that addition.
Oh, yeah.
Not far
Yeah.
from the town office.
Sawyer
And,
Solar. This is formerly Dick Sawyer Solar property.
Yeah, yep. So you can see they're right now served by a cesspool, and they're proposing a 1,500-gallon tank and a conventional stone and pipe leach bed.
4-bedroom.
And it's variance free. It's all nice sand and gravel soil. So a pretty
Beautiful.
simple system proposal.
Looks good to me. They're doing a good job down there by the looks. It's looking
Yes.
good.
And replacing a septic pit is always with a system is much better.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Yes.
Yep.
And that's going to be a 4-bedroom, Bill.
Yes.
Okay.
Which matches the building plans that went through for the building
Some
permit. Yep.
time ago. Okay. Yep.
Yep.
Good enough.
Check. All right.
Okay. Let me see what other plans I can find.
See what you can pull up, Sue.
This is 12 Big Brigham Road. We don't want to look at that.
That
one.
is the hearing, correct?
All right. How about this one?
All right, we don't have to vote on the 48 Linden, right?
Nope, just
No,
no.
plan approved,
No.
and I can sign the permit for the board.
Okay. Okay.
Does this look familiar, Bill?
That
pump
is it.
chamber.
Yep, so there is the existing house, existing tank and pump chamber, and then I think towards
feet.
the yep, keep following that force main to the left and you'll see the proposed additional trenches. Yep,
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right.
This is
Yep.
23 Brigham.
yeah, so right
They-
now there is 3 existing trenches and they're going to be adding 2 to give it a 6-bedroom flow.
Okay. That's a reserve there also, Billy?
Yes, and they've increased the size of that
Yeah,
to meet the needs of the new flow. Yep.
right, very good. Is this out in the new section, Billy, or out in the older section?
This is the newest section in the fields. I think Rhodes might have done the original.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Mark
okay.
Rhodes had done the original. So they kind of called it extension, but it's known as Brigham Road. Yep.
Right. But it's pretty gravelly out there and nice material, right?
So
Yeah,
that's,
we had 10-foot actually we had 10-foot sand, water at 90. So the bottom elevations are based on that observed water. Yep.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing
okay,
so I can look at all your lovely faces.
Thank you. So we're okay with that one, right, Billy? Or Paul?
Yes. So that's
Okay.
23 Brigham.
44 Carter.
Yeah, 44 Carter is a septic tank replacement, which is a Title V inspection we have later in the agenda. The tank, it was a conditional pass tank, had to be replaced, and Paul Wheeler is currently working on that site. Tough area using a poly tank versus a concrete tank just due to accessibility.
What's the advantage on the poly tank?
Um,
The way it's
exactly, it can
shaped?
actually be carried in versus having a
Oh, okay.
you know, but bottom line is a standard tank delivery truck could not access this location. They would have had to pretty much set a crane up in the street and crane the tank up over the house. So he opted for the poly tank, which are allowed by code.
Okay. Don't think we've run into one of
And they
those.
do
in a
last.
while.
I think it's the first poly tank I've permitted in Berlin. I've got a couple in Lancaster for similar reasons, but we have not seen one before, correct?
They're said to last quite a while though, right, Billy? And they've got
Well,
good
poly pretty
recommendations
much
on
lasts
that.
forever.
Yeah.
It doesn't
yeah.
deteriorate.
Ah, we know.
Plastics
Yeah.
are forever.
Yep.
Yeah. I have no problem with that.
I heard today that there were microplastics in breast milk.
I think it's everywhere.
In-
Micro,
oh
the
my God.
In what,
nanoplastics.
Breast
In
milk,
what, Paul?
breast
kidding.
milk
How does it get there?
by
Through water or
mom's
anything, yeah.
ingestion, water bottles, all sorts of
Yep.
things. It's just nuts.
Lovely.
Well, they said it's actually in the air. So how do you clean up your water supply when it's everywhere?
You
So
can't.
you gotta cut back on it in general, and do it slowly, you know, it's gotta be done, but.
Okay,
I remember we had milk cartons when we were younger, you know, cardboarded. And now that everything's plastic, it's like, go back to the cartons, you know?
Berlin Liquors.
Yeah, so that's a new owner, not necessarily of the property, but of the business. So this is a tobacco sales permit for that new owner, and that permit is in the office for Paul's signature when he has a
Okay.
chance.
Right.
Hey, why don't we
Hmm.
go into inspection reports?
Yes. So, 19 Pollard is a pass. 20 Priest Road is a pass. 48 Crosby Road is a pass. 48 Carter Street is a conditional pass, and again needs that septic tank that we've got a permit for above.
Okay.
And 144 Central Street is a pass.
144, the property that's for sale, do you know?
Yep.
C2, yeah.
Yeah, it's the old white farmhouse there, next to Jerry Burner.
Jerry Burns, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
There was a system put in there 20 years ago, right, Billy?
Yeah, Mike Sawyer did that system. Yep,
Yeah.
way back
I
when.
used to
Yep.
say 5, but now it's 20, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Any word on the property as you come off of 495?
Oh, what a mess. Yeah,
What, the old Harvest Farm?
Yeah,
yeah.
Not a
No.
peep. I don't think zoning allows what a lot of people think they'd like to do there.
Right.
So it's kind of in a holding pattern.
so
The
they
pro-
can't,
the property's for sale. It's like, I don't know, 900,000 or 1 million, but, buyer beware.
Hmm.
I'm afraid the place is just gonna fall down.
yeah, it's just
Now-
like,
At one point, that was really a kind of a pristine property years ago.
Oh, it's
Really
beautiful when
nice.
Cotting owned it.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, it was. I didn't realize Lou Bisconi sold that to Mo. I thought it was a lease, but Mo had bought it, Tarvis had bought it from Lou Bisconi after, they broke up Chedco, and it really didn't go too far after that. I mean, a lot of sales went on.
it's a shame. It's, one of the first things you see when you come into Berlin.
Oh,
Yeah.
Correct.
yeah.
Gateway to
When
Berlin.
Cotting had it, there wasn't a paint chip on it. That place was just excellent, beautiful, kept to the max.
Is that
Couple of-
that's on the right?
Yeah,
Okay, and
There's
they,
a house in the barn or a carriage shed, if you will.
okay,
There's a
like
bunch of
a
snow
greenhouse?
plows stored on the property and
Okay.
yeah,
dilapidated plastic greenhouses.
Yeah, okay,
yeah. I
Yeah, I was
guess
just
he
the other
is into
day.
plowing, because all those plows showed up, But it's not actually a commercial property. I think they're allowed to maybe sell some type of, hay or stuff like that, but nothing. It's not zoned correctly for some stuff.
Hmm,
No, and there's a conservation restriction on part of it.
yeah.
Oh, there you go. Yep, yep.
All right. What else do we have here?
I don't know, but you gotta come up with something for 15 minutes.
Wow,
Well, I ordered this stuff from Quill, so we should have that paper.
okay.
This is
I
the
saw
matching
that.
paper today,
Yep.
so.
And
think it is.
when you're in there on Friday, Donna, if you could go down and see if, just ask June if she has the new account number.
Okay,
And just give the excuse, you've got to change a lot of stationery.
yeah,
There you go.
And that's for the revolving account.
right. So that's only for the transfer station stuff, the Board of Health expenses, which we don't have many, they're separate, right?
Correct.
Okay, so this is just TS, okay. Yep, and Amy did come back like right after you guys left, wanted you to sign that piece of paper for the electric company. I
Mhm.
didn't
Oh,
know she
alright.
was gonna come right back, so, but she didn't leave it with me. So I will get
Okay.
it from her Friday. and
You
we
just
can
need
talk
2
then.
on that?
I think we only need the 2 signatures, cause I guess, what is it, National Grid is, they get the bills out late and they're gonna start charging some like penalties. So what Amy wants to do is just, she gets them emailed and wants to be able to pay them right away. You
Right.
know,
Well, I'll try to
so
go in
this way,
there
we just get,
tomorrow or Thursday and I'll chase Amy down and ask if I can sign off on it.
well, if you wanna wait till Friday, I think I'm gonna get the rest of
But
June.
I'm not
Payroll.
sure I want to hang around till Friday.
Okay, Yeah, because I've got the payroll, I've got through June 2nd for the transfer station. So he's bringing me the rest of them Friday.
Whoever,
Okay.
whoever
So-
talks to Amy, try and find out when, if she knows when those National Grid bills come in so that we can, on our end, stay on top of it, you know.
Well, she actually gets them. I don't get them anymore. She leaves a
Oh, they
copy
go to
for me.
her.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's
okay.
getting them all emailed. Well, which
Oh. okay.
makes sense, because I don't know who and when. We used to get our mail out in the outside mailbox.
Right.
It
yep.
all comes
Right.
to one person now and they sort it. Which I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
completely agree with, because when I get my 90 some odd pieces of mail for the transfer station flyers, you know, I'll come in
Yeah.
Monday morning and check the box, and then I look Monday, a couple hours later, there's more mail. And it's like, just, so I don't know if it's the post office who doesn't want to be bothered sorting and putting them in everybody's mailboxes. So they may just bring the
Yeah.
whole pile in and dump them with somebody. So, but I don't know.
I don't, oh, I'm not aware. I didn't think the post office came into the town offices to distribute that. I think somebody in the town offices handled it.
Right, but we used to get them put in our outside,
We
you know.
used to-
Right.
Oh, in the outside box you're talking.
Right,
okay.
they don't
Board
do
of
that
Health would
anymore.
get its own mail.
Right,
Right.
Right.
but that's
They don't-
stopped. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know why they stopped that. I don't know what happened. Something
probably
happened.
because the post office people don't want to sit there and sort it. They want to give a whole stack to somebody.
Yeah, I
So,
suppose. That's their
Yeah.
job though.
yeah, well, yeah, that's, so most of the bills now, I try to have them emailed because I actually get them on time.
Okay.
Versus lost, because that Eco Plus bill that was lost, it's like, oh, you're overdue, we never got the bill. Yeah, I got it like
Right.
7 months later from the post office. I'm like, okay. So they must have found it in the bottom somewhere. So,
Right.
but yeah, if you want to track down Amy for that signature,
Okay.
I guess what she'll do is probably, if she gets a template with you guys' signatures, she'll pay them right away and leave a copy for me, I think.
Yep.
So, which is fine, it's easier for me. But you need multiple signatures on that one. So,
Yeah. Bill, do you have any vacation plans?
No, no, we're getting ready to ship Trent off to college, so we're
I
not
was
doing
just
much
gonna
this summer.
ask, yeah, that's in the horizon for you, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah. Senior prom was this past Sunday. Graduation's June 7th, so it's kind of full steam ahead.
Where's he off to?
UMass Amherst.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh,
Yep.
Sam.
Yeah.
But he won't go back till the end of the summer, right, Billy? Or
Yeah, he's working now for the school department in Westford. Him and his buddies are doing a 3-week road trip,
Terrific.
because they can, and then he'll be off to college. Yep.
yeah. Oh my God! Congratulations, Bill.
It's hard to imagine that little boy.
Yeah, he used to come into
Yeah.
meetings, Ruth and Trent, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Ruth's working over at Kimball's in Westford now. So
No kidding.
keeping her busy there.
Very
Yep.
good. Which one in Westford, Billy?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, no kidding.
The
Nope, so no
famous
vacation
Kimball's.
plans.
The
They
famous
drilled a
Kimball's.
well up at. They drilled a well up at Judy's, or they're drilling one today.
Yeah,
Up
yeah,
at,
that permit was
up at-
issued a while back. Yep.
Yeah, Judy's. They've been there 2 days. I don't know how far they had to go. I didn't get to talk to Mike, but
Yep.
they were going at it. Yeah. They were cleaning up the yard a little too and trying to get stuff together up there.
Right.
Yeah, they opened up the old cellar hole. I was surprised.
Yeah, you got to get rid of that stuff. Yeah, but it's bad and good, you know. I don't know.
you can. We should have to go.
Hmm.
Now, I have to ask Paul if
Yes.
there's any extra, and I don't know if there is, monies left
I'll
in
spend
this
it.
fiscal year.
I'll
You have
spend
a
it.
list of what you would like.
It's all right here, Sue. It's all right.
Yeah, no, I want it out of you and on a piece of paper or something.
Geez, you're being nitpicky. I will, you know, I've looked a couple times at the site assessment that the town had done for municipal properties, and you know, what they said is to bring the fix everything at the transfer station was gonna be about $600,000, if I remember.
Wow.
And you know, it's a transfer station. But
Right.
there are a few things that certainly could be fixed, repaired, updated. Got to talk to Fred. I mean, one of the big things that a lot of things cascade after is fixing that retaining wall.
Right.
Because, you know, the deck that we use for the plastic recycling, that really should be replaced. It's getting a little treacherous. And I'm just afraid that, well, not afraid, I'm concerned that when they replace the wall, we may have to reroute or redo some of the electrical conduit and all. So,
Yeah.
I mean, there's
Yeah.
just a bunch of stuff up in the air that's really hard to identify at this point. But
Yeah, utilities.
there are certain things, you know, take it or leave it, could use some a new window and maybe better doors. Our operator's shed, I mean, really, ideally, it just needs to be replaced. I mean, the shed would be one
Yeah.
thing, that's probably $7,000, but all the related electrical work that would be involved in replacing it would be 2 or 3 times that probably. So
Right.
that's something we'll just look at, and we're just gonna pick away. We're not gonna, one of the things that was identified was the broken concrete or cracked concrete where all the containers, compactor containers are. Well, I don't know, doesn't bother highway and doesn't bother us. It's not really
No.
an issue.
It's not a traffic area except for the
No,
bottlers.
not at all. I mean,
Yeah.
there are things on that report that I understand where they're coming from, but there's also a
Right.
level of importance. So, it's
Mhm.
something we'll look at, and I'll be talking with you, Sue, on that. I want to talk with Stan and see what he feels are important or imperative repairs or replacements.
Okay,
We'll go from there.
Our hot top is holding up pretty good, huh, Paul, except for like the blowouts. by the
Yeah,
wall and stuff.
they need to do some crack sealing and
Oh, yeah. Okay.
certainly, and I don't think the money's there this year to reseal the whole area, but that should be in the budget for next year.
Okay. Yeah.
But the cracks, and I've talked to Fred about that, and that's on their
Yeah.
list.
Yeah. I think we have a machine, but like you say, his list is pretty long.
Yeah, it is.
Yep.
Well, they should go along, they blow out, with a compressor, the cracks, and then I don't know if they use a latex crack filler or if they use
Yeah.
higher quality oil-based.
Yeah.
Whatever they do will be helpful.
I know we have a newer one than we never had before, which is great. That works. So, it
A newer
penetrates, so
one, a
that's a-
newer one, what?
newer crack sealer that we never had before that works
Oh.
a little, it penetrates a little better than anything we ever had,
Mhm.
so.
we
And
have,
emulsion base is the best, sealer you can use, but.
Evan's joining us, so
Okay,
don't say anything about him.
yeah,
I always like it when Evan, he knows how to use a computer and pull up
Exactly.
Trello.
do we have anybody
okay.
else? Do we have anybody else in the audience waiting for the hearing?
Not yet.
Oh, good. Let's see, 2 minutes.
Somebody emailed me and asked me for the link for tonight, and I sent it. but
Yeah,
Oh, Bill, a question. I think you forwarded to me or maybe it was D, some voicemail at the Board of Health
That was
office.
me. It was a question about the transfer station, like if municipal trucks are used to haul out, or if it's private, probably more of a sales call.
Okay, because it just came through as electronic gibberish to me.
Oh, really?
I got no message whatsoever. Nothing
If
clear.
it's still on the machine, I'll try to retrieve it and text you the name and number.
Okay, yeah, please.
Yep.
okay. One more
Uh,
minute.
Uh,
And we're allowed to talk.
Relative to the transfer station, we've chatted about instituting a permit to transport offal through the town. From Donna, I found out that other towns do that on an annual basis, beginning January 1. So I'm thinking that's what we will do also. So we're not gonna hurry at this for the end of this fiscal year. I
We'll
mean,
just have to get a
what
list
what
of
that
haulers.
means is every hauling company would pay us an annual permit fee, $150, $200, something
okay,
along
yeah.
those lines.
Yep.
It's just another way to generate a few nickels, really.
Yep,
We'll just have to get a list of who actually transports in the town.
Yep. That shouldn't be difficult. Drive around for a couple hours and we can find that out.
Yep,
right.
Well, I have 7:30.
All
okay.
right.
I
Let's
do too.
open the hearing for 12 Brigham Road.
Oh, we just got somebody else just popped up.
That's,
James Loisel.
she's the
That's
person
the
that
owner of the
has
property.
the link, or he is. Okay,
Hi, James.
Okay.
Good evening.
Hello.
Hello.
All right.
So,
I'm gonna take this
Hey,
one away.
Evan, you want to take it away? Tell us what's
I
going
w-
on.
I will. How was everybody tonight? Thanks for having me.
Doing well.
terrific.
Good, good. So I can screen share if that is helpful with the plan.
it's always helpful.
Get that up. Let's see. Right. Does everybody see that okay?
Yep.
Yep,
All right, so 12 Brigham Road, we've got an existing 3-bedroom, single-family home. We are replacing an existing 3-bedroom failed septic system. We've got a septic tank with, we believe, two leach pits on site. And what we're proposing to replace those leach pits is a pipe and stone leach bed. We're replacing the tank with an H20 dual compartment tank. It is right off to the edge of the driveway, so we just want to make sure that we're protecting that tank. So we've got a few local regulation requests and then one local upgrade approval from Title V. So to go down the list of the local variance requests. The first is approval of one total percolation test. We did find sand and gravel, on-site coarse sand and gravel. So it was one of those ones we couldn't keep the water in the test hole. It just ran right out. So very consistent soil. The next is approval from the variance from the reserve for a replacement system. Since we're replacing, we just planned on replacing what's on site. And let's see, we do have a setback from an open drain. So there is a drain easement that runs along the edge of the property. It's a 20-foot wide easement. The approximate extent is shown here, 20 feet off the line. It actually, based on what I saw, the outlet of the drain is actually just a bit outside of that easement, but neither here nor there. It is 35 feet away from the closest corner of the system. So the request is from a reduction from the 50-foot setback down to 35. And again, the reason for our placement of the system where we are is we didn't want to go underneath the driveway. Generally, systems just fare better when they're not underneath an impervious surface. And then back towards the rear of the lot is pretty heavily wooded, and we didn't want to start taking down all sorts of trees for no reason. And then finally, the local upgrade approval that's being requested is a reduction from a 5-foot separation from the bottom of the leach field to the high groundwater elevation to a 4-foot separation with a leach bed. Many times I do look to try to go to a Presby in instances like this, but actually the profile of the Presby put us closer than 4 feet. So this is one of these select instances where the single foot reduction actually works out well to try to keep a gravity configuration here. So that's the main purpose for that request, is to keep the system gravity fed and to eliminate any need for pump chamber, electrical work, things of that nature. So those are the requests, and I if for any questions or feedback.
Any idea how old the existing system is? That's failed?
Yeah, so it should be original. I do have, let's see, I have the documentation from the street files.
More a point of curiosity.
Just came in.
Yeah, let's see here. Maps here.
71,
Oh, really?
May of
sounds about right.
71.
Okay. I was curious because of all the sand and gravel and to have a system fail, but 50 years is more than 50 years.
50 years,
I understand.
53, yeah. Anything to say,
53.
Billy? Yeah. Yeah.
Any comments?
you
Yeah,
from-
74, 70, yeah, early 70s.
I don't know if it was a factor, but I would hope the owners are prudent in their pumping of the tank periodically and not letting it go a long time for future
Right.
benefit.
We've been right on top of that.
Okay. Bill, any comments? Looks fairly straightforward to me.
Nope, Evan did a great job describing it, and 53 years is probably longer than most systems last, so it's certainly
Yeah.
it's been doing its job for a long time. So nope, pretty straightforward upgrade.
Okay.
And you got your well radius, which is good on an upgrade. Got a complete
Yep.
radius, right, Billy? Yeah.
Yes.
Are we ready to vote?
Yeah, I'll make a motion
Okay, go ahead.
to okay, these variances for, this plan.
I'll second
Can I
that.
get a second?
motion.
Okay, all in favor? Bobby,
All right,
Sue,
Aye.
Paul, I as well. Variances are granted and move forth and change out.
And
Perfect.
thank you.
Very good. Thank you
Yes.
so much.
All right, Evan,
Welcome.
have a good night.
Good
Thank you
night.
all.
night.
Have a great night.
Okay. So Bob, you and I'll have to schedule some Zoom training soon. like
okay,
In a week or two, you can just come over to my house. I'll show you. It's that easy.
can it be done on my iPad, Sue? We can, correct?
How do you
I mean-
get onto these meetings now with your iPad?
My iPad, yeah, that's all.
Then you don't need anything special.
Okay. Well, we'll give it a whirl. That's all we can do.
We are gonna train. If we have to do it every week, we'll make you.
Oh, boy. Give me more computer literate, yeah? Okay.
At least Zoom. right, that's all.
Her,
I got.
her nickname is Gestapo Sue. so, you know.
Well, we'll get Paul up there to back us up too.
No, Paul, you don't want Paul near computers.
That's kind of
Wow.
like me, but I'm all right with this. So if I can learn on this, I should be able to handle something.
Again, we'll walk you
Okay.
through it.
All right, if there's nothing else, do I hear a motion?
I'll make a motion to adjourn this meeting.
All right,
I'll
Like-
second that.
okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye,
I,
okay.
Aye.
Bill, thank you.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Thanks, Donna.
We'll
Thanks,
probably
Bill.
catch you some-